Hey guys, this is Tim Checker, the AI operator. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you my new obsession where I give Claude by Anthropic some superpowers using MCP. Wow. This is where AI is starting to get real powers, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting really serious. Maybe you've heard about MCP. MCP is Model Context Protocol. MCP is a way to integrate a bunch of tools to your large language models. I'll do a technical video about that later. But why did I choose Claude instead of ChatGPT or Gemini right now? Because the new models of Claude Sonnet 4 and Claude Opus 4 are very, very, very powerful, intelligent, and I'm loving Claude at the moment as well. So you'll see more Claude videos from me. Let me know in the comments what Claude videos would you like to see. But here we are. This is my Claude account, right? My Anthropic Claude, so Claude.ai. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into search and tools. As you can see, I already have some integrations or some powers like web search, drive search, Gmail, or calendar search. These are still in beta, some of them, but I'm gonna click on add integrations. So what I wanna do is I wanna give Claude superpowers where it can go into different applications in my business and take actions for me. Not just pull information, not just do search, but actually take actions for me. This is the early days of MCP and the powers of agentic behavior from these large language models. Imagine what's going to happen in a couple months. But for now, let's see what's possible today for you, your business, and your role. I will click on Add Integration. As you can see, it's quite simple. It's still in beta. Integration name, integration URL. What do I put here? I'm going to choose to use the Zapier MCP. Zapier is an automation platform that's been going on for a few years now. And Zapier has launched the Zapier MCP, still in beta, but quite powerful. Why? Because Zapier has already 7,000 plus apps integrated into Zapier. The hypothesis here is if I integrate my Claude with Zapier, then I could integrate any of my tools to Zapier, and Claude will be able to take actions through the Zapier MCP integrated to many of my business tools. Let's see how this works. We'll click on New MCP Server. We're going to select the client, and for this use case, I'm using Claude, and this is the Claude MCP Server. We'll create an MCP server, and here we are. We have the Claude client, and we have some tools. Oh, more than 8,000 applications that it can integrate with. Incredible. Before we add the tools, let's get our Connect. As you come into Connect, you can read all this stuff, mumbo jumbo stuff, right? But simple stuff is copy your URL, go back to your Claude, include the integration URL here. And I'm calling this AIO-based tools because it's going to be the business tools that I operate. So I'm going to add this. So that is added, but we need to click on Connect, which is going to open a new page where we're going to allow it to connect to our Zapier account through that URL. And here we go, custom connected. So now in Claude, if I come to search and tools, I have my AIO-biz tools, which it doesn't have any tools at the moment. I can add tools or edit tools. So let's change that. When we come to Zapier MCP, we come back here, we go to configure, and here we're gonna add tools from the 8,000 plus apps. I wanna add Gmail. So I'm going to add all the Gmail tools. I'm gonna check if there's anything very, very important where I wouldn't want it to delete stuff. Yeah, delete email. There's a big chance that I don't wanna give this powers yet. So I'm gonna remove that from the server. I'm going to add more tools. I'm going to add my whole Google Calendar tools. There's a bunch of them. Let's add all, and then we can remove. I'm going to add my AI operator one. I'm going to find if there's a delete event. Yep, there's a delete event. I'm going to take that one off because these are still large language models. They can be unpredictable. They can make errors. They can hallucinate, right? So I'm removing anything that could be fatal almost, right? I don't want it to delete any events. I don't want it to delete any emails. All right, I'm going to add more tools. I'm going to do the same thing with Google Sheets. I've added all my Google Sheets. This is cool. Let's see if there's a delete Google Sheet. Yeah, there is the delete spreadsheet row. Let's remove that just in case. Remove from server. I don't want to delete any rows. Let me see if there's anything else. Clear spreadsheet rows. Yeah, that could be a bit dodgy as well. Let's remove that. That's cool. All right. Let's add a few more of the tools that we use in our business, which is all the Google Docs stuff. Here we go. There's no delete docs, which is good. That's fine. Let's add some more tools. I think Google Forms didn't have much. Yeah, this is not the best. Let's add all the Google Drive tools. Here, I definitely have to remove delete file. Let's find delete file. Let's remove from server, delete file. Let's just remove replace file. So you can also configure a bunch of them. As you can see, Google Drive account, the file name, search type, drive, folder, file type. So you could filter it so it can only access certain folders. I want AI to select a value for this field. That's fine because we removed delete file. That's cool. Let's see what else can we add. I definitely will add Notion. I'm adding my Notion of AI operator. That's cool. Add all the Notion tools. Let's make sure we remove anything that is delete. Let's see, retrieve, update, restore, add, create, add content. This is good. Archive, it's fine. There is no delete, which is great. What else are we using in our business? Slack. Let's add all the Slack. Yep. Again, let's make sure that there is nothing about deleting. Yep, there's the delete message. Let's remove that. Let's remove also this option. Remove user from channel. For sure, we don't want that. It's by mistake. What else do we have that could be sensitive that we don't want it to make mistakes? Create channels and direct. That's fine. My user, add reminder. These seems okay. Let's see. In the first page, we're not using any of this stuff. This is fine. You can come into search 7,000 apps and you could search for whatever other tools you're using. Let's see if we can add something about LinkedIn. What does LinkedIn tools have? Create company update, create share update. That's fine, you could add that, but my marketing handles are LinkedIn at the moment, so I'm not gonna touch that. So I've added Slack, many tools inside Slack, many actions, many on Notion, many on the Google Drive, on Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Calendar, Gmail, and so on. All right. As you can see, now I go back and I click on AI or Biz tools. I have all the Gmail stuff. I have the Google Calendar stuff. I have the Google Drive, the Notion, the Slack. Yeah, all of that stuff that we wanted to do, Docs, Sheets, they're all here now. That's cool. And you can, of course, find and add tools from here. Now let's do some magic. Are we ready? Well, I am. We're giving superpowers to our Claude. Let's ask, what events do I have in my calendar tomorrow? All right, as you can see, it's asking me to allow once or allow always. I would recommend to allow once, but I did test this yesterday. And as you've seen, I removed anything that could remove files, delete messages, and so on. So I'm going to say allow always. So what it's done, it's created a little prompt. It understood my task. I'll help you check your calendar for tomorrow. Cool. And then it's written some instructions, as you can see, and it sent that to Zapier. I see you have multiple calendars available. Could you let me know which calendar you'd like me to check for tomorrow's events? These options are, that's cool. I should have said that from the beginning, I guess. Just tim@aioperator.com. That's the only calendar I want you to find information from for now. So we got to be a bit more specific. And here we are. Here are your events for tomorrow, Thursday, June 26th. We have a new client training session, which I'm excited. The Google Meet link is there. We have our Q3 planning. We have a couple of one-on-ones. This is awesome. All right. Can you help me prepare for these calls? So what's great is that we've pulled in the context of all my meetings tomorrow, and now I could use Claude to start helping me prepare for it. This is really cool. Let's take this up a notch. All right, let's give some other integrations like our Drive search, extended thinking. And now let's say, check my Google Drive to see if you can support my preparation with any files. So now I'm expecting it to go to my Google Drive for documents that will help me prepare for tomorrow. This is great. It's created a bunch of queries to find different types of documents. It's found a few results here and there. Wow, that's nice. It's found all our weekly 101s, all the transcript from Gemini. This is really cool. I could go prepare my coffee and come back and I'll have my preparation for tomorrow. As you can see, I did click on the extended thinking because I wanted a little bit longer compute so that it does a bit smarter things. Here we are. I found several highly relevant documents. This is great from another training session, what was really well received. It's helping me prepare for my training session tomorrow. It's content to reuse, key themes to emphasize, Q3 planning with 𝐂𝐭 and Andrea, with my team members. I love it. It's found all the transcripts, finding some of our problem areas, preparing my weekly one-on-ones. This is really cool. All right, so we're now telling it to create an email, separate emails for both of my team members that I have one-on-ones with tomorrow. It's creating 2 targeted emails based on the specific commitments and topics from your recent one-on-ones. This is great. Here we go. We got one for 𝐂𝐭 and we're getting one for Andrea. This is awesome. Now let's get it to put it inside Gmail. Can you create these emails in Gmail? It does have access to my Gmail. Let's see. Oh, it's disabled that. We've had an issue where it disabled some of the tools. So I've disabled the drive search now and I enabled my Gmail tools again. Can you try again? Now it should have access to my Gmail to be able to create a draft email inside Gmail. It's tapping into the Zapier MCP server, Gmail create draft. We're gonna allow it always. Create a draft email to 𝐂𝐭 for tomorrow's one-on-one. Okay, yeah, it got the whole body here. That's cool. Let's see if it's going to do the second one as well. It's still thinking. Awesome, great. The first draft email to 𝐂𝐭 was created successfully. Now I'll create the second draft email for Andrea. This is really cool. The second one had a little connection issue here. Let's see if it's going to fix it. Here we go. It's creating that email. Hopefully it's going to create that inside Gmail again. Crafted and saved 2 drafts email in Gmail. Draft for 𝐂𝐭 and draft for Andrea. Let's check. And here we are. We have 2 emails drafted. Wow, one for 𝐂𝐭 with all the items. The formatting is not the best, but that's fine. And one for Andrea with the correct email addresses ready to be sent. Wow. This is where AI is starting to get real powers, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting really serious. Let's try to see if we can get it to help me prepare for the Q3 planning meeting, making sure to check out Notion for the goals, KPIs, inside meeting notes from the last session, the transcripts, and maybe even check the Google Drive. Let's make sure that our tools are enabled. Yeah, they're enabled. And let's send that. Here we are. I'm getting a whole thing about our Q2 goals. Performance, current business state. Wow, this is really cool. Technology product, yeah. We get Q3 strategic focus areas. Wow, I definitely got a really good preparation for tomorrow. And I could even say something like, can you now email this document to Andrea and Becky@AIoperator.com. Is it sending the email? Is it creating the draft? Let's see. I said send email. I should have said create draft. That's fine. These are my team members. They could forgive me if I make mistakes. It's not creating one for Andrea. It's created one. Oh, let's see. It's creating that again. It's putting the whole document inside the body. The formatting might not be the best because it's creating markdown. Let's see. It's having a bit of a problem. All right, it hasn't been able to do that, so it's giving me that. It's a great start. You see where I'm coming. I'm sure I could get this working, but this is magic, right? In no time, we prepared, we checked a bunch of stuff, we created the emails, we checked our calendar, we checked what's in tomorrow, we prepared for it, we checked all our Google Drive, Notion, created emails, created drafts, sent them, and we did a bunch of stuff. Wow. MCP is super powerful when used properly. Comment below if you have any questions or you would like to see anything else in the next videos. Subscribe, hit the notifications, don't miss anything. This is Tim Chakra, the AI operator. Thank you for watching this. AI is getting more powerful and I will make sure to update you on that. Thanks.